Hello and welcome to episode 1 of my new series. I am Steve the Magician and I will be giving you a walkthrough for some of the underused, underutilised and if I'm perfectly honest, the sometimes underpowered weapons of Warzone. There is a reason these guns aren't part of the generally accepted meta, but they can still be a lot of fun and they can be really useful to your team in the right situations. Today's episode will be focusing on my absolute favourite, the Modern Warfare Crossbow. With its one-hit kills, explosive damage and its anti-camper potential, it can be a valuable addition to any team. Let's jump straight into things and let's take a look at how I set up my crossbow. For me, 4 of the attachments are completely essential and the 5th is a freebie that lets you choose what suits your playstyle. First up is the ammunition. You're going to want the F-Tac Fury 20-inch bolts. These explosive bolts are what gives the one-hit potential, and if you land headshots, they can both down an enemy and finish them in a single bolt. This is reliant on them not having EOD, I'm afraid. They also do respectable damage to vehicles, although hitting a moving car can be difficult. The backburn thermite bolts are an alternative. They deliver less firepower, but with more reliable accuracy and bullet velocity, but for me, the Fury bolts are the best option. Don't even consider the venom bolts, the tear gas just does not have enough impact in any sort of fight, even in large scale team engagements. Next up is the 16 strand cable. This attachment ensures that you don't have any wayward bolts thanks to random chance. You can't afford to have RNG affecting your shots, so always bring this. But to compensate for that reduced bolt velocity, you're going to want to bring the 200-pound arms. These give back some of that lost bullet velocity to help you hit your shots at range or against moving targets. The last essential attachment is Sleight of Hand. The crossbow has a very punishing reload time, and this can help you mitigate that in some sort of fashion. Either way, you're still going to have a slow reload time, but Sleight of Hand does take that edge off. For your freebie attachment, there's a few different options you can go for. I favour the monocle sight because I'm terrible with iron sights. I know that's my weakness, so I always take the monocle. But if you want a bit of a faster aim down sight time, you can go for either the Speed Track foregrip or take the tack laser to give you that even faster ADS, but with giving your position away. So now that we have our attachment sorted, it's time to look at what we run alongside the crossbow. In a Ghost class, you're going to want to take your best pistol, something along the lines of the Diamatti or the Psychov, whatever one you prefer, but ultimately you will want to grab a second loadout gun at some point. A strong versatile weapon like the Krig is always a good choice. You can't really afford to take a launcher or a sniper or even a shotgun or something like that alongside the crossbow. Your perks, they're fairly straightforward as well. The crossbow excels when you have the element of surprise, so Cold-Blooded and Ghost are really good for negating the heartbeat sensors and high alert that other players are going to be using, and Amped is basically essential to allow quick weapon swaps if you're ever caught unawares and can't afford the reload time. For lethals, I recommend the throwing knife. It allows you to finish a downed enemy without wasting another bolt reload, and the explosive tips mean that you don't really miss the cover flushing abilities of a Semtex. Now that our loadout is sorted, let's take a look at what the crossbow can do in action. I'm going to talk about some of its strengths and weaknesses, and I'm going to be showing some clips to show it. First off, the crossbow is an absolute terror against anyone that is peeking from the safety of cover. A single shot can down or even finish an enemy, and this can instantly halt aggression from the enemy team. In this clip here, this team on top of factory had us completely covered. They were in a much better position than us, but the crossbow was able to hold them off and stop them looking over the walls at us. This target here at train station, again he had us covered from an elevated position, but the crossbow was able to down him instantly and that slowed down the rest of his team. They had to revive him and allowed our team to get past without any pressure. This clip here shows the value of a good secondary when you're using the crossbow. If I didn't have something like the Diamatti, I would not have been able to push into this building and save my teammate. And this final clip shows one of the weaknesses of the crossbow. Although I managed to push and kill that enemy in the corner, I have nothing left to deal with his teammate who slides through the door and kills me. Another strength of the crossbow is pushing against an enemy that has an entrenched position. This is very useful against enemies who are camping and holding an angle. Think somebody sitting at the top of a flight of stairs or inside a house where they're just holding a corner, they're not moving, and are going to be in a stationary position. The crossbow allows you to creep around a corner, get that single shot off, that's all you need to kill them, and retreat back into cover before you get any damage back at you. I'm going to show a couple of clips here which show the strength that the crossbow has in these sorts of situations. Downed one. Eliminated. Downed and eliminated.
Nice.
Triple kill.
Nice.
Yeah, well done, boys.
Distraction is working a little too good.
When being used for these purposes, however, you do have to be aware of the enemy that you're against. If you can hear them moving around and there's lots of jumping, there's a good chance they are going to counter push you, and you don't want to be caught with your pants down holding a crossbow when they're running at you with an SMG. So try and be aware of your enemies. The crossbow is best used against stationary targets. The weaknesses of the crossbow are fairly self-evident. The bullet velocity and the trajectory are terrible when you're firing at any sort of range. It will take a long time to get used to the bullet drop, and the long reload can of course make you very susceptible to being pushed by a more aggressive enemy. It will take some practice, but eventually you'll be able to recognise when a shot is too long range to not be worthwhile with the crossbow, or when you should be switching to a more versatile weapon for a close quarters fight. In the current clip you can see my crossbow helping me get to the final circle, including dealing with this pesky riot shielder, but at the end I miss my shots, I don't have a good secondary, and I end up being completely outclassed by my opponent.
Yes! Revive, revive!
Come on! No hits on that run.
Sit down!
Got an airstrike.
I just used mine.
Two teams there. Two there. One in there.
Contact! Heading there.
Your team is KO. It's up to you now. I'm here.
There's two. The drill.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Sustaining fire.
Gas is inbound. Only 5 left.
Alright, I'm against two people.
Let me see. There it is. One v one. You know where he is. He's on this edge.
Moving on.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Gas is moving.
Yeah, use the shotgun. You're glued.
Yeah, I don't know.
Looking at the stairs, they were looking out.
Oh, Jesus.
That's enough of me talking for today. Enjoy the rest of the clips of what the crossbow can be capable of, including its anti-vehicle capabilities. Keep an eye out for the final clip where I win a 1v3 clutch in the final circle and then throw the victory away at the last second. Enjoy.
Oh, steps. That's not me. Denied. There's another one. There's another one.
Fighting's over. Now it's a
Indoor.
ghost town. Gas is
Taking fire! Target down!
Oh, they seen me.
No, ballad!
Finished one.
Someone scoping on that cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that cliff behind us. Watch out. Beautiful, mate.
Yeah, of course it is. Gonna
Oh,
finish right in
heartbeat,
the
30
fucking
meters.
middle of
He's
the
on. No.
buildings.
Next roof.
This hole. Shit.
I blew the movie plate in.
Make them pay.
inbound. 10 remaining. Keep it up.
I didn't even hit him.
Oh, most wanted's in a car down there. I got him!
No!
I fucking got him!
Teammate redeploying to the AO. Enemy soldier incoming.
Did you like the teabag, Carl? Are they still down there, Steve?
Yeah,
Yep.
he's...
Target is down. Well done.
Nice one, Steve.
Oh,
Nice
get
one.
absolutely fucked!
I'll keep him.
We just lie literally like here.
I've never seen this
Wait.
little pack.
Should we just wait for people to come?
Target here.
Oh, I hear someone.
Got gas moving.
Get fucked.
Can you cover us?
Oh!
Okay, that's it.
Gas moving in.
Oh, get absolutely fucked! I just...
Papa, you. Oh yeah.
Friendly loadout drop on the way.
Shit, you stopped the truck pretty quick. They're still fighting on my blue ping.
Target down.
Oh, Steve. Nice.
Fucking
that?
beautiful. Yeah.
Going this way.
Fucking hell, can't ping him.
Target there.
Oh, right. Well.
Oh!
Enemy UAV overhead.
Quad bait coming as well.
Oh, guy, please parachute in. That matter, rock. Yeah, upstairs.
Stock one.
Yeah, grenaded one. Move away from this one then. They might try airstrike again.
I downed one.
It goes to then, yeah.
Downed him.
Hang on. Go for the car.
Moving.
He's done.
Oh, headshot! Oh!
He's still down.
Let's go.
Still behind that rock.
Oh, I downed one.
Do we push him? Oh shit, I'm getting sniped from somewhere totally different. I got sniped from like miles up high.
I eliminated one. Double kill!
You got him,
Oh! Downed them all.
Thermite out.
What the fuck? I'm safe.
Haha! Downed the guy in the car. It was the same guy. I blew up the car with a crossbow.
Hostile down. You'll be right. I'll fix it.
I've got 4 kills now from blowing up cars. Oh!
Yeah, I'm here.
Eliminated one bag. I sniped from the superstore.
Oh,
Is
we
he
got- Nah.
Oh yeah, he's outside the front of the superstore, isn't he? I hit him.
Load him again.
I downed him.
One's a truck, one's a truck.
I just downed the driver on the quad bike.
guns, so.
I dropped a trip mine in the fire station and it just
Oh
banged
shit,
somebody.
he's coming.
I got him!
I didn't know he's alone.
Oh, downed one in
Oh,
that
shit.
farmhouse. Eliminated one.
Eliminated.
That's not a team wipe, is it?
There's 4 of them in that building. There's 4 of them
Yeah.
in that building.
That's that one. B. Yeah.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
Tango spotted.
Oh, 121 meters!
They're basically on me then.
Ah, you're going for well.
Ah, I fucking went through the guy before. What the fuck?
Coming to you, Tom.
RTB for resupply.
Ah. Got him.
Oh wow.
I'm taking shots.
A helicopter's coming to kill us!
No, he's not.
Oh, nice.
Alright, it's 2 on 2. Down there. Got one.
There's mates over here.
Standing shot.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Sustaining fire.
Yeah, there's few bodies there, mate.
So what, is this the one direction I'm facing?
We're in the safe. Get ready for
Enemy
impact.
down.
No targets remain. You earned the win.
That should have been a hit.
Taking shots.
I wouldn't keep a sniper looking right where your head's gonna be at, bro.
I need to get patched up.
It's one team and it's 3 of them.
2 on 3.
Victory rests on your shoulders. Finish the mission. Gas is moving. New safe zone located.
I'm on the
my god! Oh my god!
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, drop me a like, go out and give the crossbow a try yourself, and leave me a comment about your experience with it. Please stay tuned to the next installment where I'm going to be covering the full auto shotgun, the Jack 12. Thanks again for watching. I've been Steve the Magician. Have a magical day.